Hey, UI mamas.
Hey!
This is Sorry Not Sorry. And this week, Claire, what is your Sorry Not Sorry?
Okay, so this week I had my visit from Aunt Flo,
Oh,
ladies.
how nice. So she
And
came
she
to
was
visit.
acting a whole fool. She and Corona must be in
In
league
cahoots?
with each other to like up in my whole life. Cause yes, it was a whole situation.
A
So
doozy.
there was one day where I just was like, my children had to self-parent. Like I'm like, I couldn't. Like if y'all could distance educate my kids, I could distance parents my kids. Like I just
She said we are not open for business
not.
today.
I just was like, I couldn't. I was like, mommy has to take a nap. Y'all do just don't kill each other and don't burn my house down. I cannot.
Two
So
very simple things. Very
yes,
simple.
easy directions. So sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
How about you,
It's like
Dion?
that.
It is.
We have opened our office back up, but there's not very many people going. But I have an office within the office. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to the office 2 days last week because I have an intern that's doing some stuff for me. But it was kind of nice to get out the house. And even though I was in my office and it working, it was nice because I didn't have people saying I'm hungry. I didn't have people asking me a million questions, people saying I'm bored.
Yes.
Like it was really, really nice. I was like, oh, I've missed this. Oh, this is so nice. So my sorry, not sorry is I did go to the office 2 days last week.
There
I
you go.
did.
Sorry,
Sorry,
not
not
sorry.
sorry.
Hey, UI
Come
mamas.
back, ladies.
Welcome back from the commercial break.
Yes.
We're so excited you joined us. We are going to talk about the celebration of
Yes.
2020. Girl, school is over. School is over. School
This
is
week
over.
is my kids' last week.
Yes,
And
it's coming to an
technically,
end,
girl,
y'all.
technically, they done.
Listen,
They done.
can you see the light at the end of the tunnels,
Oh,
mommies?
I see it. Oh my
Distance
God.
learning is almost over, ladies. We only got a few more weeks. Some of us only have a few more days.
Girl, well,
Girl,
technically, my daughter is done because the teachers have closed out you can't submit nothing else.
there
So
you go.
she done. And, I was finished 2 weeks ago with the other one, fourth grade.
Listen,
We done.
oh my goodness, y'all. We about to have a mama party. Like, listen, mommies, if y'all
In the,
don't
in the school
get
year
down with
party.
us, hey, this is the
The
end of
kid, you
distance
know what?
learning dance.
The kids gonna be like, why are you partying? Like,
Listen, because we
gonna
was in
tell
school
you.
too. That's why. Listen,
End of year.
I'm sorry, but I know that the schools get an ADA, right? They get a certain dollar amount for every day. I'm gonna need my cut. Run me my money.
That's another stimulus, girl.
I'm telling you right now, for all of us mamas that was helping these little public schools get their little situation together,
We're gonna get a
oh
little something,
no.
something.
This was more than feed your child and send them to school. This was more than help with the little PTA volunteer. This was more than send your teacher appreciation. This was more than copying some papers on the side. This was more than, no. Making sure your kids' homework was done and respect the teacher. This was more. I need my cut of the ADA for my children.
And can I put in a little suggestion in the suggestion box?
Oh, yes, suggestion box.
They have gotten quite a bit of time off. I think we need to take away some of these little breaks they're supposed to have next year. You don't had
Don't nobody care about
y'all.
Columbus Day. Listen.
Why we get that? Our school district gets a whole week off in February. They don't. They don't have that week.
Yeah.
No.
Listen,
Keep
no,
them.
listen. This is what I
Keep
need.
them.
I need y'all to take my children. I need y'all to come with a real plan, actually. Really and truly, I'm going to need the educational system. Rework it. Y'all did a great job trying to figure something out at the last minute, given an
Right.
undaunting task. Get it. But now y'all better jump back into the think tank and rework this mug, because this one, y'all was successful because y'all had a whole lot of unpaid labor.
Free labor.
Yes.
Oh
Called
my
me and my mama sisters making sure that doggone thing got done. Because every mom I know has had a moment with her child during this time. Multiple moments.
Yeah, I know I had one just recently. My
Uh-oh.
child was supposed to be focusing on 3 classes.
Bro.
And I, the other day, was like, she's supposed to be working on it. And my husband said, is she working on it? I think that was Saturday. And I was like, she better be. He said, you better go check. I walked into her room.
Mm-mm. Why is she
I
on the
said,
phone?
I said, give it to me. She said, I said, you're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to be
yeah.
working. Give it to me.
Give me the phone.
And I had to take it until she finished everything she was supposed
I
to finish
know.
that day.
I had to with mine too.
Why,
Like,
people? Why you make us have to be the mean mommy? I told her I don't want to be the mean mommy. Just do what you're supposed to do.
girl, but you got to be the mean
Whatever
mommy.
you're doing right now is not important and it's not going to raise your grade.
I know.
Thank you.
I know, right? Like really the little questions, things. I know mine, we were thinking we was on track. I was like, we got it. We got the system. I got the spreadsheet. I got it posted. You know what you're supposed to do when. Everybody checking and checking. And then I get an email from the teacher.
Mm.
You know, your child is normally very active in school. I'm very surprised that he has not completed anything. Go back and read it. Wait, that he has not. Wait, was that, you know how you take a word problem? You know how you take a word problem? You have to circle. The teacher teaches you to circle when it says not, so you know what the answer is. No, I needed to bust out the diagram. You know how I used to diagram a sentence? I'm like, I don't understand. Wait, where's the noun? Where's the verb? You know, you got your little angle triangle piece. Where's the adverb? You know, I had to do that with the system because I know I was reading it wrong. I had to be reading it wrong.
She said, let me check my eyes for a minute.
Right? Let me call the orthodontist girl, the orthodontist too, the ophthalmologist, and see if I need an eye check because
they were trying to test us. You know what they were trying to do, y'all? They were trying to test us to break us down, but we got to stay strong.
We gonna be strong. And that's why, because we were strong and our children are on the other side with better grades than they had before and alive. Yes. I think we need our percentage of the cut. ADA, listen,
amen.
Government, listen.
So now that school is out, y'all. Now that school is out.
Yes.
What are we looking forward to for summer? Any summer plans? I know it seems kind of strange because people are like, look, everything ain't even opened up yet. But listen, but school is closed. So this whole thing can look different. Half of our stress situation, getting prepared for, listen, my oldest was taking AP tests. I took AP tests in high school. I was more stressed with these doggone AP tests than I've ever been before because it was on my network and a whole different thing. We did the practice test and the practice test didn't work. And then in the middle, the thing wasn't uploaded. And I was like, Lord, if my child did all this work and this thing don't upload, it's going to be over. Okay, the College Board is going to have to come directly to my home. Whoever College Board is, put on your mask and come right here to this address because we're not doing this again. So now we're done with all that. We could an audible sigh of relief, ladies. Ready? We survived.
Yes.
You know, you had those days where you thought, I ain't gonna make it.
You're not gonna make it.
One of us ain't gonna come out the other.
Exactly. And for those of you who have a few more weeks, hold on, girl.
Strong. You got
coming.
This.
A change is coming, girl. The change is gonna be. School is out.
I'm looking forward to some stuff for summer.
Yes.
The first thing is I told my husband we need to get some sort of above ground pool system going.
Ooh.
Because
I know
it's gonna be warm.
Girl.
And we're locked up more. You gotta have something where people can get some relief. So we are working on that as we speak.
I told my children they could just get the shovel and dig one in the back.
She's like, we'll get the plastic.
Yes.
We'll lay the plastic.
We get the liner.
What about the drainage and the filter, Claire?
Girl, that's what a little bit of bleach is for. You don't remember when we was kids? I remember my granny, bless her soul, she let us dig a pond. We called it a pond. It was not a pond. It was a murky mess. But it was a pond in her yard. We survived. That's all I'm saying. I'm alive.
Oh my gosh.
I did not die. She would just put a little bleach in the water and then we'd be in there. Girl, it's so funny. We had the best summer playing at that little whatever we did.
Did you line it with something?
She did. It was like
Yeah.
some little painters, whatever, and then we used the hose and the sprinklers.
Girl, we used to do the sprinklers. That was our thing.
Oh, the sprinklers are so good.
Do the
Yes.
sprinklers. Yes.
Get some sprinklers. No, we definitely need to make some water, ladies. So however you make some water.
Refreshment. Some sort of refreshing thing where we could go out and just
spray your water. Listen, this is what we're going to do. And I'm starting next week because ours was done. We turned in that last thing on Friday. I commented with every single teacher, made sure we were done.
Yes.
We are about to just have a whole week of reading. Like, I don't care what you read. I don't care how you read it, but just lay on the couch, lay on your bed, go climb a tree, go lay in the grass, whatever. Just read. Just go read a magazine, read a book, read a cereal box cover, even if you don't got cereal.
Oh my goodness.
Don't at me.
Well, we do have a vacation planned for the first week of August. It's that week right before school starts. So we have booked a campground. It's up near Morro Bay. It's actually called Morro Strand. It's the beach campground that they have.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're going to rent.
Do you think they're going to be open still?
Well, they're allowing reservations. So I would imagine if they weren't allowing reservations.
Okay.
Because a lot of places have locked reservations down. They're not even allowing you to. So we've reserved it for a week. And it's super cheap. I think for the whole week, it's like $35.
Oh, there you go.
Right? And then we're going to get a trailer or RV and camp. So I'm looking forward to that because, one, it's in an RV or trailer. I'm not a huge fan of tent camping. My husband loves to tent camp, but that is a whole lot of work, I feel like, in my opinion.
And then you're back with the tent camp. Like,
well, we have an air mattress, but still, like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm always worried that some wild animal is going to rip through the tent and kill me. So I tend to be a little bit on that side. So I'm looking forward to the other thing I'm looking forward to is because it's by the beach. Like the kids, we could
just go in the water. Yeah.
Listen to the ocean at night. Like that's one of my favorite things. So we are keeping our fingers crossed that we actually will be able to do that because
I'm crossing my fingers for you.
Our spring break was demolished. We couldn't even use our timeshare in Mexico because of the spring break. Because of the coronavirus. So we had to cancel spring break, which was so frustrating. And
not fun at all.
And so now we're like, when are we going to get to use that again? We don't even know.
Who knows? I mean, international travel, that's like going to be a minute before we can redo that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'm just happy school is done.
Yes. I mean, no more stressing, no more. Did you check in your Google Classroom? Did you do the assignment?
Right. What time? Well, or just trying to figure out the thing that was so frustrating me is I'm working. So I am on my Zoom call. And then you look up and you can tell your little person ain't actually on the thing they're supposed to be on. But how you trying to make the eye. Like what?
You're doing this thing to the side of your hand. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing hand gestures to the side. So you can't see the hand. But I'm doing the like, get out of here. Get out. But I'm doing it down low like the. Yeah. Well, you know, or you change it, or you stop the video and it's just my picture, and then that's when you know I'm like looking at somebody saying, "Would you please? I am on a call right now."
Right? Can you please do what you're supposed to do?
Back on.
Yes.
So you look like you're paying attention.
Yeah. So interesting. So interesting. Yes.
No more of that, people. No more of that.
Oh my goodness. I know. I'm excited about like just not having to schedule because we have to have like the Zoom schedule. And if all of us are on, there was one point where even my husband happened to be home. I can't even remember why, because he normally works out the home because he's an essential worker. We all essential, but you know what I mean. But we all had to be on a Zoom at the same time, trying to find our little corner of the house. And the Wi-Fi was like, listen, people, like, no, this is not what I signed up for. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah,
so then it's like,
that's going to be a nice break then.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter is taking one summer school class, but that shouldn't be anything like this past month. I mean, it was March, right? When they were kicked out of school.
No.
I don't tried to tell me it was February, but I was like,
no, it's March. It was March.
It was March. And because I remember it was a week, like 1 or 2 weeks before their actual spring break. And their spring break was at the end of March. So It's been a long time, y'all. This has been the longest daggone spring break in history.
Right. Well, I'm just excited about some unstructured time because our time has needed to be so exceptionally structured, trying to make sure that everything is done. So I'm excited just to let the kids like
Be
build
kids.
and create and play. Like, you know, even though I have teenagers, they still need that space just to like, you know,
Yes.
play a
Absolutely.
puzzle, play, you know, play a game, beat
Well,
each other at.
I think this is too perfect timing because we're getting a new puppy that arrives today.
Right. Oh, a
And
puppy.
so a puppy, and he's so cute. And so he arrives today, which is kind of great timing because now I don't have to be trying to tell people, stop playing with the puppy and do your
Right.
work.
Right.
Because that would be the case. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's something to look forward to, something fun, a new doggy in the house. So we'll see how our current dog responds to that. She might be like, this is not a good time for me to be a dog.
Right.
Yes. So.
Girl, I could just hear your son, just all of them. So like another thing I'm excited about is
Yes.
just to try to be creative. Like I feel
Yes.
like up until now, like we've been able to be creative, but around school, right? Like we could be creative on the weekends, but like we got to get back to this.
The time was too confined.
Right. So I'm planning on hopefully doing some brainstorming with my kids about what are ways we can make the summer fun? What are things they can look forward to? And kids come up with some crazy ideas.
Yes.
So I think it'll be really fun, like some things we can create and build and ways that we can still like wisely social distance, but make summer fun. So and then there were just tons of things we didn't get to do because of school that I'm excited about, like all the little tours of the Louvre. We did do the Louvre, like that first week where we didn't really have like a
set plan for school. Yeah.
Right. We did tons of that stuff and like went to the Cincinnati Zoo and saw the cute little baby hippo Fiona and like, went and watched the otters or sea otters at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So I'm hoping to do some more of that, like just like enrichment, kind of really exciting stuff that'll be fun that isn't like so heavily academic, like really goal oriented. Let's get this done. So
well, and things are opening up, but there are some things I'm not even going to touch with a 10-foot pole. Like my daughter even said, so the mall's opening, but I don't see myself going there for a while. She said,
no, even though I long just to walk around and look at stuff like window shopping, just touching, but then you're like, oh, but then
and you know that Nordstrom's closing, they're going to have some good sales.
I know. I'm so sad Nordstrom is closing in our community.
I think JCPenney might close.
I know. Like, what are malls going to do all around the United States without those
Well, here's the thing, too. I was listening to something on the radio, and they were talking about the changes that are going to happen in these things that were normal, right? So to go to the mall and go to the food court.
Right.
So they were saying stuff like no longer you'll be able to get a tray. The trays are going to be gone.
Oh, I didn't think about that. A tray.
The trays will be gone. Like the area where all the condiments are, that's probably something that's going to be gone now. There won't be.
I know there were a lot. I have a friend who owns a restaurant, and they were talking about like just closing down the self-serve soda. Like they're trying to reconfigure how to put it
done
behind.
In the kitchen.
So that then they just serve it to you. And also like there's going to be no more give me your cup back.
Just gonna have to get a new cup.
Right. And they're like, we can't afford just to be free refills like that. So like going back, remember when we were kids and you had to give them 25 cents for like a water cup or whatever, they'll be like that. You pay for your drink. And then if you want a refill, it'll be another 25 cents, or they're trying to decide whether to do that, or they just raise the price of the all you can drink and include it with 3 or 4 cups or something, because they can't take it that your cup that you touched and put your mouth on back anymore.
Well, then there's also the whole they said even like the spacing of people sitting at the food court.
In the restaurants.
Even at the food court, they said that's going to have to change. It's going to be more spread out.
Well,
So, I
I'm
mean, there's
just
a
saying,
lot of
I'm
things that are
excited
just
to get
not going to be like, no, I know.
right.
I told you, we went to the beach on Friday night. We drove to Balboa because we were trying to see if we could see the bioluminescence, which apparently we have missed it. But we thought, let's just go anyway and see. And there, it wasn't packed because it was evening and the temperature was starting to drop. So most
Right.
people had already left. So it was nice to sit on the beach and just listen to the ocean.
Mm.
That was like something that was really, really nice. So it was like we got out of the house and we got away from the house. That's probably the furthest we've been away from the house in a while.
I know. I want to do it, but every time I start planning, I get nervous. I'm like, oh gosh, no.
But it wasn't like we didn't go in any stores. We didn't go in any restaurants. We parked the car. We walked to the beach. We sat there for probably, I don't know, we were there maybe an hour. And then we walked back to the car and we drove home. So it was a nice little getaway. It just was really needed. It was nice to feel the mist of the ocean too. Like, the mist of the ocean. And there were people, there were people walking. There were people who were sitting, just listening to the water and, conversing. But it was pretty spread out. Everybody was pretty spread out.
Well, so that's good. Nice. People were mindful. And that's what I hope that as we move forward, people are just cognizant, because then you can actually get out. Like if you start getting in my personal space, I'm going to be like, nope, we're going back home.
That's the thing. I know. And so restaurants are opening up. Like I met some people the other day who own a restaurant in Riverside, and, they're going to have to make some changes in order to reopen up fully. They've been doing pickup orders,
right?
But now they've got to kind of
figure out how dining is going to go. I know. Can you imagine sitting in a restaurant and eating again?
No, I can't even imagine. So my daughter's birthday is Tuesday, and her required birthday dinner that she has requested.
her menu.
Yes, is sushi. She wants sushi for her birthday. So we're going to have to order sushi and have it delivered DoorDash or whatever. But we're still going to do the sushi.
Oh, that'll be good. She'll have a good birthday.
Yeah. Normally we either get to choose where we go for our birthday or what they want mom to make for their birthday. So it's a nice little break. We are really looking forward to dinner tomorrow because we really want some sushi.
Yes, girl.
I've been fiending for some sushi. I've been fiending for some sushi. I saw somebody posted, my sister had posted that she had got sushi delivered to the house and they were having sushi one night. And I was like,
ooh, yes, that's good stuff with the little ginger. Oh, I know. That's the other thing. Speaking of food, I'm so excited. I'm going to have my kids start cooking more.
Ooh.
Because we have the time. Like before, it's like, nope, you don't have time to do all that because you got to get on your call. I have to get on my call. I don't want the kitchen or whatever. Now we really, I will still need to be on calls and getting things done. But they can cook or whatever. And I'm hoping to have some very nice meals that I don't have to cook at all, which will be nice.
Yes. Very nice. And make sure you drop off a care package on my front door. Okay. I just need a little taste.
Just a little something. All right. You better throw your Auntie Kiana a little something.
Like my friend always says when I post food, my friend on Facebook, she's like, be neighborly.
Yeah, exactly. Be neighborly. I like it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I know there's a lot to look forward to. One of the best things, even if we can't really go anywhere, you guys, it's summer. That means our schedules will loosen up a little bit as far as
hopefully
having to deal with kids schooling.
Yes.
So that I think is the one thing we can look forward to is, we were being driven crazy by all that stuff. Now we can just kind of have a sigh of relief and somewhat enjoy a summer without having to deal with all that. We just got slammed, obviously. So right. I think just looking forward to not having to deal with that stuff is probably the biggest thing to look forward to this summer.
Yes, girl, that makes summer all just not social.
And whatever else happens,
distance learning.
Yes. Whatever else may happen that we may get to do is just going to be the silver lining on top of everything else. But I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to is not stressing about, all the things I should be doing for them for this schooling, extended learning, education stuff, right. And all the things, so for me, that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to. It's just a little bit of a looser, like laid back kind of vibe.
Well, yeah. And I'm also looking forward to just kind of finding some things for my kids to kind of teach them things that we normally don't have a lot of time to teach them in this time. Because normally, even during the summer, my kids are super busy. before Rona came,
Camps and
they had
stuff.
camps and all kind of things scheduled. So I actually signed my kids up for like a typing class just
Mm.
because I was watching them during learning distance. Girl, those kids don't know how to type, which I don't
Well,
know
it's
how
funny
that
because my
happened.
elementary school kid, part of his Google Classroom classwork was typing. They had a typing program. They had,
Was it?
yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't what happened for my children.
Oh,
And
because
I
they
was
do the hunt and peck.
like, what? Wait a minute, you guys are on the computer all the time.
They
And
don't
then I
teach
remembered,
typing
then I remembered, like, oh, I took typing freshman year. Like, that's just
on
what
a
you,
typewriter.
girl, I remember my typewriter.
On a typewriter, y'all. Y'all
Yes,
don't even know
and you
nothing
had the
about
little
that.
correction tape and you had to do your margins and everything. So, but my kids didn't have that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. There's a financial literacy class that I want my kids to take just because, especially my daughter, because she's going into her senior year. So I wanted her to
Right.
start thinking about saving. So I have them doing that. So they're just some things that, you know, in addition to our free time, we probably won't start it till July or something and let us just have the whole month of June for fun.
Yes.
But there are also some things that I think like, oh gosh, that I was made aware of during social or whatever, distance learning that are things that I'm like, oh, I want my kids to know this. I want my kids to understand that.
Uh-huh.
And so those are just some things that I'm filling in to kind of keep them busy, but
Yeah.
also to give them just the
I haven't
advantages
even
that I want them
see
to have.
you're better than me because I haven't even thought that far. I have not come up with nothing. I am just ready to not have to talk about having to do anything. And normally, like last summer, my youngest one he did 3 different basketball camps last summer.
No.
And that was so nice. And now can't do any of that. His basketball, like I heard stuff like that is supposed to start opening up. Like actually a friend of his mom sent me some information on a basketball camp. And I was like, how are they going to do that? She's
Right.
like, they're signing them up. And I was like, I'm gonna have to hold off for a minute. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I feel about that. So, but ladies, summer is upon
It's
us.
summer. And you know what? We just have to make it fun. I mean, that's the one thing that I do love about being a mom and also stresses me out about being a mom is that I can make anything exciting. I can
Right.
make anything fun and pleasurable. It's about how I present it to my kid, how I'm behaving about it, knowing my kids well.
Yeah.
And so we can still have an amazing summer,
Right.
just have to choose to do so. It's going to look
Exactly.
different. It's
It's
going
gonna
to
look
look different.
But hang in there, because summer's
Yeah,
here. I mean, outdoor dining, barbecuing, all that fun stuff.
yes, exactly. Get a barbecue and just barbecue, teach your kids. That's the other thing I'm planning on teaching my kids is how to barbecue. Normally we're like, oh, no, go away. I'm like, we actually have the time to like,
Right.
okay, this is how you do it. This is how you start it. And cook because I'm like, oh yeah, that's a skill my kids need to have. And I just
Yeah.
hadn't put it on the list
Yeah.
of things for my kids to know, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's
You
so
know what
many.
I think is really also a cool thing that people can do is
Ooh,
one of
what?
my clients I saw on Facebook, her and her family were having the Memorial Day backyard camp out. And then they have a massive backyard. They're in
Oh,
Virginia, but they had tents. They had an easy up setup. They had a fire pit and everything, and chairs around the fire pit. And they were
that's a
having
great
and
idea.
I thought that was a really cool idea to
Camp in
do
the backyard or the front yard
Exactly.
or in the living room if you don't have a yard.
Right.
Listen.
So get creative, moms. Let's get creative.
Yes.
I know it's going to be a little bit different summer than we're used to, but we can make this work.
We can.
Yes.
We can do it. I mean, the
Absolutely.
thing is, and these can be, that's what I keep having to remind myself. Y'all know I'm not doing great because I'm normally like a planner and my plans just keep getting blown out the water. So I have to keep reminding myself, my kind of mantra is that these can be amazing memories.
Right.
These can be amazing memories that 10 years, 20 years from now, we are laughing about, that we're reminiscing about. Remember when we did XYZ because
Exactly.
of the Rona? Like, and that's what it keeps me going, keeps me in a positive space. Like I can still create amazing memories with my kids.
Yes.
And this is an opportunity to really do that in a unique way that can be a story for generations to come. And
Absolutely.
so if we can keep that little nugget in the, kind of back of our head during the frustrating times and the disappointments, I think it can really help just our spirits and help our family really enjoy being together
Take
stuck
those lemons and
taped
make some
together.
lemonade, y'all.
Exactly, girl. Pink sparkling lemonade.
Ooh. I might add a
Yes.
little something to my lemonade.
Yeah, a little mine lemonade. Go ahead.
Mhm.
We love you, mamas. We hope
Love
you
you.
begin to plan your amazing summer.
Yes. Have fun, ladies.